before we start, I want you to imagine something. Imagine a serial killer who doesn't hide from the police, but contacts them. A killer who doesn't avoid attention, but demands it. A murderer who sends coded messages to newspapers, challenging anyone to stop him. Now imagine this same killer committing multiple murders, leaving behind clues, speaking directly to investigators, even making mistakes, and still never being identified. For more than 50 years, no name, no face, no arrest, only a symbol, a circle, and a cross. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer, the man who turned fear into a game. But to understand the Zodiac, we need to go back to where the nightmare began. December 20th, 1968. On a cold winter night near Vallejo, California, two teenagers sat inside a parked car. Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were just 16 and 17 years old. Like many young couples, they just wanted a quiet place to talk. Nothing unusual, nothing dangerous. At least that's what they thought. Then another car pulled up behind them. Its headlights cut through the darkness. A man stepped out. Moments later, gunshots echoed across the empty road. David was shot at close range. Betty tried to escape. She ran into the darkness. But the killer fired again. She collapsed just feet away. The attacker left quietly. No robbery, no clear motive. Just two lives taken without explanation. At the time, police believed this was just another tragic unsolved murder. They were wrong, because this killer wasn't finished. Not even close. 7 months later, July 4th, 1969. Another young couple, another parked car, another quiet night. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were sitting at Blue Rock Springs Park after midnight. Suddenly, headlights approached their vehicle. The car stopped behind them. The driver got out. Then, strangely, he drove away, only to return minutes later. This time, he approached their car directly. Without warning, he opened fire. Bullets shattered glass and tore through metal. Michael was hit multiple times. Darlene was critically wounded. The attacker walked away, then came back again. He fired more shots, making sure Michael survived. Darlene did not. But this time, the Zodiac made his first real mistake. Michael lived long enough to describe him. A white male, heavy build, short hair, calm, methodical, not angry, not emotional, just cold. But what happened next shocked everyone, because the killer didn't just disappear. He made a phone call. At 12:40 a.m., the Vallejo Police Department phone rang. A male voice spoke calmly. "I want to report a murder." Then he gave directions to the crime scene. Then he said something terrifying. "I also killed those kids last year." Then he hung up. No panic, no hesitation, just control. This wasn't just violence. This was performance. 1 month later, 3 newspapers received letters. Inside were handwritten confessions, and something else. Codes, cryptograms, puzzles. The writer demanded they be published, or he would kill again. The newspapers agreed, and that's when he introduced himself. Zodiac. Alongside the letters was his symbol, a circle with a cross, like a gun sight, like he was targeting society itself. Soon, amateur code breakers solved one cipher. But instead of revealing his identity, it revealed his mind. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game. Man is the most dangerous animal of all. The nation was horrified. This wasn't just a killer. This was someone who enjoyed fear itself. But his most disturbing attack was still coming. September 27th, 1969, Lake Berryessa. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a peaceful afternoon by the water. Then a strange figure approached. He wore a black executioner's hood, clip-on sunglasses, a chess symbol identical to Zodiac's mark. This was not random violence. This was ritual. He calmly explained he was an escaped prisoner. He tied them up. Then suddenly, he began stabbing them, slowly, methodically. Cecilia was stabbed 24 times. Brian survived. Cecilia did not. Before leaving, the killer walked to their car. With a marker, he wrote dates, previous murders, and his symbol, like a signature, like artwork. The Zodiac was evolving, from shooter to psychological predator. Then came his boldest move. October 11th, 1969, San Francisco. Taxi driver Paul Stein picked up a passenger. Minutes later, he was shot in the head. But this crime changed everything. Witnesses saw the suspect. Police responded quickly, but a communication error occurred. Officers were told to look for a black suspect instead of a white one. The Zodiac walked past police, untouched, invisible, gone. Days later, another letter arrived. Inside was a piece of Paul Stein's bloody shirt. Proof. He was watching. He was in control. Police now knew something terrifying. Zodiac wasn't just killing. He was playing. Over the next years, Zodiac continued writing. Some letters contained more ciphers. Others contained threats about bombs. Some discussed collecting slaves for the afterlife. His writing suggested intelligence, planning, possibly military knowledge, or engineering. More than 2,500 suspects were investigated, none confirmed. One suspect became famous, Arthur Lee Allen. He matched physical descriptions, owned similar weapons, had disturbing behavior, but DNA never proved it. Other suspects came and went. Each theory ended the same: nothing. Then silence. The letters stopped. The killings stopped. Zodiac vanished. Did he die? Did he move? Did he get scared? Or did he simply stop? Even today, no one knows. Modern DNA testing reopened the case. Partial results: no match. In 2020, one cipher was finally solved. Still no identity, just more philosophical rambling. Today, the Zodiac case remains officially unsolved. 5 confirmed victims, possibly more. Some believe he wanted fame more than murder. And maybe he succeeded, because more than half a century later, we are still talking about him. His case changed criminal investigation forever. It helped develop offender profiling, media strategy, behavioral analysis, and modern forensic cooperation. Even now, detectives occasionally reopen the files, waiting, hoping, looking for one final clue, one forgotten fingerprint, one DNA match, one mistake. Because somewhere, in an evidence box, a database, or a forgotten report, the truth may still exist, and maybe one day, the Zodiac Killer will finally have a name. Until then, he remains exactly what he wanted to be: a mystery. Because sometimes, the most terrifying monsters are not the ones we catch, but the ones who get away.